Well, little Pocket has arrived, and this is about our third session. Pocket was 9 weeks 2 days ago, and I was just tidying up the bathrooms, and thank you to Who Gives a Crap for their awesome covers on their toilet rolls, which turn into great puppy toys, which just goes to show, you know, often we think we need every bell and whistle when we're setting up for a puppy, but pretty much the sound of the paper and the toilet roll worked really well, and she thought they were fantastic. You can see here, yeah, you've got to watch your hands grabbing in at little dogs, especially, and it's way too easy. But the reason I like the cover, the paper cover on the toilet roll, is because it is something you could scrunch up. I could turn it into a ball, or it became longer so she could tug. It's really soft in her mouth, makes a great noise, but I can roll it into a ball, and if she dives on it, it's really soft, it's going to compress down. So that was my main reason for really wanting to use that. So you'll see when I go to grab my hand in, she pulls back, and we all do it, but we've got to remember, if we go in and grab at our dogs to take a toy off them, we're starting to build that keep away kind of behaviour. And removing my hands out of the picture, you see I let go of the toy and she brings it in. So that's the beginning of getting her to want to throw a toy right into my hands, which is ultimately the long-term goal here. The toilet roll was a bit of a distraction, but it was just hanging around, and at 9 weeks I'm not really too phased about it. And here we go. So what I'm doing there is slightly restraining her. And I pull back ever so slightly on her. You've got to make sure that your puppy is happy, or your dog's happy to be restrained like this first, and it does take a bit of relationship building. And if she's just off playing with another toy, I can pick up a different toy rather than go in and take that toy off her. We've got an alternative toy to play with. So rather than me taking a toy off and luring her back in, I pick up something else. So it's more fun to play with me than play without me. And it's great to video yourself because you see things that you really wish you weren't doing. I deliberately try and keep my hands out of the picture, but I can see my arms going there repeatedly throughout this video, which she's not particularly phased by, but I just don't really want to be that kind of trainer. Now you see here, my hand, I whipped my hand out just then. And further on in the video, you'll see I do it again. She, in the last 4 days, has discovered her inner crocodile, as my friend called it, and she isn't clamping down yet, but I feel it's on the cusp. So my hands lift up if she's going to be diving on hands. I do move my hands around a little bit to bring her in, and as she gets better at bringing the toy in, I'll fade that out.
Oh, we don't eat people. Thank you, my baby.
So again, she's biting at me, so I just take my hand out of the picture.
Yay!
And who'd have thought a piece of wrapping off a toilet roll would be so awesome. But it's got the right level of noise, it's not super loud, and it's not really boring, it makes a bit of a noise. And as it hits the ground, it's got that scratchy sound. And at 9 weeks old, I've got a puppy bringing a toy in. So keep your session short. This session probably went for a little bit longer than I would have wanted it to. I think all up was about 5.5 minutes, but she was pretty excited, and she'd had a breakfast and been out to the toilet and was just creating mischief in the lounge room, so I thought we'd do something with all that energy that we had. And as you can see, she's pretty excited to be coming back in to engage with me. And we wound up.
Bye everyone.
So anyway, I hope it helps. Email me if you need to.